What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now, today we've got the My Life in India versus Pakistan. 10 unexpected differences by, I think his name's Jacob. Original links always in the description when I react to whatever, but this popped up into my recommended. I also had this sent to me like 1 or 2 times through Instagram DM, so if you ever want to reach me, follow me on Instagram, DM me through there. It's a lot easier than going through comments on YouTube videos because YouTube censors them. I've only said this 6,000 times, but there's new people joining the channel every day, so you have to, let people know what the fuck is going on the channel. Let's check it out.
As you know, India and Pakistan used to be, the same thing for quite a long time. But then when the British left the region, they eventually became divided into, once again, India and Pakistan. And very unfortunately, the division was, a very, very hard thing for so many people. Yep. Until this day, there's quite a few unresolved conflicts there.
There's more than unresolved conflicts. There's more than unresolved conflicts. They hate each other.
And other places, and even though all of those people are really nice and really kind,
exactly,
really
it's
awesome,
really sad.
Apparently, there's a bit of division still going on, and I really hope that changes in the future. However, I've spent quite a few months traveling all around India, and I just finished traveling 10 days all around Pakistan.
Really?
So I feel like I have a pretty decent idea of how different those two countries are.
Is that in Pakistan?
And how different their people are. Today I actually want to compare them and talk about the 10 unexpected differences of my life in Pakistan versus India.
Okay, we got some fresh edits. Alrighty, here we go.
Difference number 1 is beeping.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm assuming he's talking about the beeping that constantly happens in India. Like, normally you think a car horn is like someone being rude at you, or it's, someone, telling you to get off the road. But sometimes they just do it to be nice. Like letting each other know where everyone is, which is cool.
If you know this or not, but one of the worst things for me in life is when people beep. Now, when you're traveling around Asia, and especially, for example, India, people there beep all the time, especially places like Mumbai, like they beep and they smile and they wave because they just want to say hi, or tell you they're there, And actually, when I was going to Pakistan, I expected exactly the same thing. And even though there are some areas of Pakistan where people beep a bit, but in most of the areas, they don't. For example, in Islamabad, right? Like, no one ever beeps. And that was so surprising to me because I never expected it, So even though, once again, those countries...
Well, why is that? Why doesn't Pakistan beep a lot? Like, I feel like, well, it depends, because India obviously has probably the busiest roads in the world. So, yeah, it makes sense.
But the beeping is definitely on Pakistan's side. So now the score is 1-0. Let's see what happens.
We're scoring?
Difference number 2 is vegetarian options.
A lot more in India?
I've been a vegetarian for, 7 years now, I think. And actually, traveling around a lot of countries in Asia, it's kind of hard to find vegetarian options. But India is one of the best countries in the world for that, because literally every place has vegetarian options. Even McDonald's. Are you kidding me? It's insane. And Pakistan's food is great too, but it's very hard.
I'm getting hungry. I just reacted to a food video just before of like Delhi street markets, like literally 2 minutes ago, where I reacted to a lot of nice food, and now they're showing me more food. I'm hungry. I am hungry.
1-1 goes to India. 1-1 out. Let's continue. Number 3 is cleanliness. Obviously, with both those countries, that of course very much depends on where you're going, because some places could be the fanciest places you've ever seen, and some places could maybe be not the fanciest places you've ever seen. For example, in India, cities like Mumbai are actually really good, except for the slums, of course, or Bangalore, or quite a few other places. But most of the time, you would see some trash and this and that, because once again, there's so many people and stuff. But going to Pakistan, of course, there were some places that weren't the best. But if we look at cities like Islamabad, or once again Lahore, and the places in the mountains and stuff, everything was really, really clean there. It was insane. There were signs everywhere saying, don't litter, you'll get fined, and stuff like that. So
hey, to be fair, like, I think everywhere in the world has places that people litter a lot, especially in the cities. Like, I live in the city of Melbourne, and when I've been there is a lot of litter. There is a lot of rubbish on the ground because people in the city are so fucking just unconsiderate, and they just throw their shit on the ground. They throw their old cigarette packets on the ground. They'll throw their old, chip packets, their fucking whatever they have in their pockets. They'll throw their ex-girlfriend on the ground. I mean, they'll put anything on there, to be honest. So, yeah, I mean, there is a city like Surat, isn't it? I think it's Surat, whereas one of the cleanest cities in the world or something like that I have reacted to on the channel. So, I mean, I obviously know a hell of a lot more about India than I do to Pakistan. So, this is probably why I'm a little bit biased towards India.
To Pakistan.
Probably.
Difference number 4 is religious diversity. As you know, Pakistan is a majority Muslim country, meaning that.
And then in India, pretty much there's anything you want. You be whatever you want in India, to be honest.
Way over 90% of the people are Muslim there, but India is basically the cradle of pretty much most of the
any religion
in the world.
you
know?
pick.
There's millions of Hindu people, millions
of
Muslims,
a Pokemon team.
Millions of Sikh people, millions of Buddhist people, and a lot of Christians and whatnot.
I love it.
So when you're traveling around India, every single day you'll see people from so many different kinds of religions all living together, for the most part peacefully, and I hope that continues. I know that Hindus and Muslims seem to, have a few fights here and there, and that's very unfortunate, but I really hope they will solve their differences, hopefully. And in Pakistan, they also have people of other religions, like they have, Christian churches, and in the mountains, people have their own ancient religions and stuff. But the majority of the people are definitely Muslim. So another point goes to India. Thing number 5 is English.
Giving out points seems a little bit cringy in my opinion. Look,
fluency.
just saying, like,
so once
talk about the differences, but I feel like this is going to cause a lot of back and forth in the comments, probably on his video, not mine, but this is probably going to cause a lot of, Pakistan people versus, like, it's videos like these that make the countries exist in not liking each other as well, because India versus Pakistan, differences, which is cool and all, but when you're giving points to each country and trying to pin them against each other instead of together, I don't know, it seems a little bit weird for me.
Again, the whole region used to be a British colony for a very long time, and that's
Anyone
why
else?
millions and millions and millions of people speak completely fluent English. Traveling around India, I noticed that anyone who goes to like school or university will be completely fluent in English. And actually going to Pakistan, I noticed that it's exactly the same thing. A lot of people speak super fluent English, even no accent and stuff, So the score now is this.
I didn't know that about Pakistan.
Now that I told you the 5 differences of my life in India and Pakistan, I want to tell you one very quick thing. I recently launched this new really cool channel called Stay Curious, where we make...
Okay. I assume he's just sponsoring himself and talking about his own channel. I'm sorry, no free shout-outs on my channel.
Thanks so much. Let's get back to the video. Difference number 6 is infrastructure. So, as you know, because of the problems Pakistan faced in the past, it's not a very touristy country because a lot of people still think it's very unsafe and dangerous and stuff. That being said, their tourism industry is, many times smaller than that of India's, because millions and millions of people visit India every single year. And because of that, the infrastructure for a traveler like myself in India is definitely better. The hostels, the hotels, the buses, the trains, and everything is a bit more easier for tourists to use, but at the same time, it's still very much possible to travel in Pakistan, like you saw, I did, and didn't really have any problems. That being said, this one goes to India. Difference number 7 is tourist place aggressiveness.
Really? Aggressive?
So, as you know, if you travel in a country that's very touristy, sometimes the people working with tourists will get a bit aggressive. For example, in countries like Morocco and stuff, like sometimes people grab you by the arm and say, give me €5 because I did something.
Bro, I dare someone to grab me by the arm and beg me for money. Bro, karate chop them. I'm not dealing with that. I am not dealing with someone grabbing my arm and begging me for money. It's not happening. Just because I'm a tourist in your country doesn't think I won't put up the left, right, good night hands. Actually, probably not, because I do not want to go to jail in a different country. Oh, hell no. You know what? Grab me all you want. Beg me for money. I won't touch you. I'm just not giving you money. I've decided I don't want to go to jail.
Sometimes it gets pretty intense. And so if I compare the aggressiveness in the tourist places of Pakistan versus India, I would definitely have to say that in India, it's a lot more aggressive. Once again, because there's a lot more people.
Yeah,
and once
fair
again,
enough.
going to Pakistan, I expected it to be similar, but I've never been scammed even once. In fact, a lot of people would give me things for free or buy me things for free and stuff. You know, no one wanted to take advantage of me as a tourist. Why? Because there's very few tourists, you know, and now they don't have the kind of people that try to take advantage of it. So it's not really a problem of India. It's the fact that there's so many tourists going there, and obviously some people, you know, will want to make maybe more money. That being said, this one goes to Pakistan.
Bro, there is still no way I'm giving money for free. Like unless I think, you know, I'm feeling good and, you know, and I see someone who's homeless and I might want to give back, or if I see someone who's less fortunate and if I'm in the position to give back, I'm doing that 100% of the time. But like if someone comes up to me and like grabs me and pushes me and like wants to fight me for money, bro, you can fuck off. There's no chance I'm giving you money when you want to fight me.
Difference number 8 is bus trips.
Bus trips?
Back in the day, I used to take quite a few different buses.
Oh my goodness, what
India
in the
because they didn't
fuck?
have other transportation options.
Bro, that is dangerous. Oh, fuck no. I am not getting on a bus. I think this is in Pakistan. I reacted to a video like a few days ago of the 14 roads you would never want to drive on, and this looks like one of them.
If I'm being completely honest with you, it was so bad. Oh my god, dude. It would be so hard because I would always take overnight buses. And in the middle of the night, they would turn on the lights and people would start shouting and screaming and trying to sell you things and waking you up like, hey, you want some water, you know? I mean, it was a great experience for me, but me and other foreigners were like, what's happening here? I've never experienced this before, you know?
Yeah.
So maybe it was just my experience. I don't know. Maybe other people have it better, but my experience traveling in Western India wasn't the best. So now I take either motorbikes or cars or taxis or trains are actually amazing. And so I did take a few buses in Pakistan as well, and once again expected them to be similar, but actually they were very much different, you know? Because once again, I think there's not a lot of people who are trying to take advantage of tourists because there's no tourists there, you know? And so it was calm and peaceful and the lights were off and no one woke us up in the middle of the night. We could do whatever we wanted, you know? So at least me personally, I had a more comfortable experience traveling in buses in Pakistan, but I could have just gotten unlucky. So if you had a great experience of traveling in India by buses, let me know in the comment section down below. I'll apologize 100 times, but that was definitely what I experienced. So this one goes to Pakistan.
Nah, he doesn't have to apologize. I mean, it was his own experience. He's literally just everyone's had a different life and we'll hear different things, we'll experience different things. So no one come at this man, you know, he's just given his opinion. That's the good thing about YouTube and the platform. You can say whatever the fuck you want.
Ooh, so far Pakistan is winning.
You can have your opinion.
What happens next? Difference number 9 is places to see.
Places to see.
As you know, India is a much bigger country than Pakistan.
Yeah, for sure.
Pakistan is huge,
obviously.
You know? But at the same time, India is one of the largest countries in the world with the second largest population in the world, over 1 billion people. And because of that, obviously, India has more places to see that are, I guess, a bit more diverse. That being said, this one goes to India. And finally, difference number 10, hospitality. As you know from the people who have been to both Pakistan or India, both those countries are incredibly hospitable. You will get into many situations where people will pay for you or not ask you for money or host you for free or give you foods and actually
was this man, he was getting his beard shaved on the side of the road. Wait, can I do that? I really need someone to clean me up, you know? I wish I could just walk out and say, hey mate, here's $2, clean me up.
Or give you foods and actually force you to eat because they care so much about your health. Like these situations I had in India where people would wake me up in the middle of the night because I was staying in some sort of a shrine and they would say, no, you have to eat. If you don't eat, you're not gonna be healthy. Come, please.
Hey, I love that.
You know, like these amazing situations. And in Pakistan as well, there would be situations where people would pay for me in restaurants simply because I was a foreigner and they wanted to be nice to me and they wanted to be kind to me. And it was really beautiful.
Hey, that's awesome.
So I have to say that when it comes to hospitality, both these countries are the same, meaning the score is 5-5. Yay! And that's exactly the point of this video. Even though these countries separated, but at the same time, they're both absolutely incredible. They have their differences, they have their similarities, but both of them are really nice, beautiful, really awesome places to visit. So if you ever get the chance to go to both, you know, India and Pakistan, just make sure you always look at everything with open eyes, and whatever happens to you, just, you know, treat it as a wonderful experience and learn as much as you can from the wonderful wonderful, wonderful local people.
Facts.
That's pretty much it. Let me know what you think about these differences in the comment section down below. See you next time.
Hey, you know what? Shout out to this man. You know, you knew he was going to make it 5-5, and well put. Well put, mate. He's, you know, I can't remember exactly what he just said, but look, he said some important things, and that's right. Everywhere's differences. It's like going to Australia or going to New Zealand. We're both beautiful countries, but we have our differences, you know, from each country. It's like going from Spain to Argentina. I mean, different, but still similarities. Every country has their one country that they're close to and that they're very similar to, but they're also quite different. But they're kind of like close brothers. Even though Pakistan and India are nothing like brothers, well, they're brothers that hate each other, which is unfortunate. But hey, that is going to cap it off, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.